Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Chris Starfire here, and today we are going to be talking about the different kinds of PvP players. I do not go in any certain order. I just pick some which I think are the funniest or most usual. Before I start, feel free to like and subscribe if you like what's going on, and let's get straight into the video. Number 1, the one that's there to have fun. Now this is always the funniest to see because it turns from building and taming all over to running away from every single conflict. This is a game in which people forget to have fun sometimes. That's if you play PvP, because it's such a heavy grind that you actually forget you're playing a game. So never forget it's a game, you're just here to have fun. Don't let it become too much of a grind, but if you really want to be a PvP player, it's definitely heavy. Coming in at number 2 is the carried, also known as the successful noob. Now he isn't really good at anything on the island, but he has a really good tribe to be backing him up. You can see him in any group chat because he's cocky. He's always on that tribe server chat and talking it up, talking about he's gonna raid who, he's gonna raid you. But the thing is, he's always really bad at ground PvP. This is serious. He can't fight worth for anything. I remember there was this kid who tried to raid my base a couple times, and he told me because I was blocking some of the iron spawns, and I think it was over close to Herbie, and he told me because I was blocking some of the iron spawns, and I told him, bro, there's really no point in raiding me because it's a small base, and he was part of a pretty big tribe. He tried 3 times and failed each time. Then the next thing you know, there's a freaking quetz over my base, and for some reason his whole tribe wants to raid me now. I think what happened is he came with loot, a lot of good stuff to try and raid me, and when I kept killing him and collecting the loot, his tribe mates finally got pissed off and decided to all join together and kill me. So yeah, I really hate this one because he's really cocky, and although he's trash and you can kill him as many times, his tribe is always there to back him up, so kind of sucks. Next on the list is the solo god. Loves PvP but hates other players. Whenever you see them, it means your base is either gone, you're about to die, or they want to trade. Of this 3, it's almost never the last one. They always move in the shadows but are very chatty on server chat. This is the one guy you hear about all the time on your server, but nobody ever sees him. Where is his base? Nobody knows. Extremely good at ground PvP. You'll be lucky if you're able to beat them. Usually down to earth because they know if a bunch of people decide they don't want them on the island anymore, it won't be too hard to wipe a solo player. They can be alphas. You can have an alpha solo player, but they usually don't last that long. I had an alpha solo player on my server for 2 weeks, and in full honesty, all it really takes is a bunch of people deciding we don't want you to be winning on the server anymore, and you can pretty much kick him out. It's that easy. Well, yeah, they do pretty good job at raiding. I mean, they will absolutely clear you solo. It's kind of embarrassing. I know a guy level 26 came to the server, blew up. I've had a lot of encounters with these guys, and they are super deadly. Next on the list is the Hardhead. This is the king of good PvP, but he always loses or destroys everything in the process. So let's say you come back to your tribe to see all the C4 is gone and 3 birds are dead. He looks up at you covered in blood and proclaims he just wiped the tribe. Well, what did you get, you ask him. He looks back at you and smiles. Experience. Really funny dudes, man. They are really the freaking hardest to deal with. I mean, you can't get much harder than the Hardhead. The thing with them is they are really good at PvP, so you have to keep them. They're not really good on their own, but with a tribe willing to give them the resources they need, they are absolutely goated. Ground PvP, they're great, but they will literally just fly into a turreted base with some birds and lose them all and not even be worried. So yeah, the Hardhead is a very interesting player. Next on the list is the builder. This is the most depressed player. You want to know why he's so depressed? Because he always watches his marvelous creations get destroyed. He's not really good at PvP, but he is the ultimate grinder. Every time you log in, there's something different about your base. Huge, sometimes it's drastic, sometimes it's small. Now this is different from the PvP builder. His builds are for aesthetic reasons, while the PvP builder does his for just more practical reasons, like, you know, defending against the tribe. Usually with the PvP builder, which I'm just going to talk about, his designs are usually uglier, and just because they're not really meant to look good, they're meant to keep people away, usually smaller. The other guy goes with huge bases. The PvP builder usually builds small and compact so you can have a single choke point. So yeah, with the PvP builder, he's not really worried when his stuff are destroyed, because usually he stacks walls and stacks different stuff. But with the regular builder, as you can see from this island, I can't show you what was here because it's not here anymore, but this island was completely full. You see, he sealed everything off with gates mostly. There was a building, literally it was like a village, and someone came and decided they didn't get to live here anymore and absolutely wiped them. There's literally nothing here except a couple remnants for you to know that somebody was on this island. It's like Genesis, not Genesis. Where's the one where they've all died? Extinction, where all the people have died and all you can see is the leftover stuff. Yeah, just like this. Next on the list is the streamer. This is the most deadly of all the PvP players, and you're about to find out why. POV. You're flying around on your island and spot a set of 6 new players. You've never seen them before. They're spawning in cryopod creatures. You decide to get closer. There's a tight feeling in your stomach. Boom! Shot by turret. And your tribe log reads, killed by fox. So anyone who has had their server invaded knows this sucks and knows exactly what it means when literally a random group of people are either by an obelisk, or maybe they just put the platform down and are literally randomly spawning in creatures. It means your reign as alpha is about to end. The best thing you can do is shut them down as soon as they start, but it's still gonna be a pretty good battle. Any ARC player with YT in their name, or any ARC tribe with YT in their name, is something you have to fight, because their whole point is they make videos of them invading servers and literally taking them over. And you can find a bunch of people like that on YouTube. Vox is the major one I know. I remember Vox randomly came to one of our servers, we weren't even the alphas, and literally wiped everyone overnight. Well, everyone left the server, now what are you gonna do? And they also pack up to the next server and wipe everyone. So yeah, the streamers are literally deadly, and the best bet against them is to destroy them before they even start. Next on the list is the hacker. Okay, so you never see them work and their base isn't that good, but for some reason they can't be raided. You know why? Because they spawn infinite resources and use auto aim. They will literally tire you out before you can raid them. We've had to deal with a tribe like this before. They're not really good at PvP because, you know, they're hackers, but literally as we kept destroying, they just kept adding stuff, and they can do this glitch with infinite rockets and they just keep on firing. And then the auto aim makes ground PvP almost impossible, so the only way you're gonna kill them is possibly thinking out of the box. The Hardhead could help with that, because, you know, let me think, the most hard-headed thing that first hit ARC was the dodos with C4 on them that you throw into bases. Pretty crazy, pretty cool, you know. But yeah, don't hack, play the game normally. But anyway guys, that's a list of PvP players I can think of straight off the head.